One of George Harrison's main grievances with the Beatles was the way Paul McCartney and John Lennon handled his songwriting. They had spent the first part of the 1960s as the main songwriters. They appeared to consider Harrison's increased songwriting contributions as more of an encroachment than a chance for development. Harrison claimed that they hardly noticed what would turn out to be one of his most well-known tunes. Harrison started writing songs with books while he was living with his parents. Harrison stated in the Beatles Anthology, "I decided to write a song based on the first thing I saw upon opening any book, as it would be relative to that moment, at that time. I randomly picked up a book, opened it, and saw Gently Weeps. I put the book down again and turned on the song. While My Guitar Gently Weeps was the song that came out of that. Even though it would later become one of his most well-known songs, Lennon and McCartney gave it little thought at the time." Harrison stated, "We tried to record it, but at times it was very difficult to get serious and record one of mine because Paul and John were so used to just cranking out their tunes. It was not taking place. They weren't playing on it, and I don't think they were taking it seriously either. So when I went home that evening, I felt sorry for them because I knew the song was good." Harrison asked Eric Clapton into the studio to play guitar on While My Guitar Gently Weeps because the two were close friends. Harrison reasoned that even though Clapton was apprehensive, he would find someone else to play on the song if his bandmates weren't. "What are you doing today?" I asked Eric Clapton as we were traveling into London the following day. "Would you mind coming to the studio to perform this song for me?" Harrison thought back. "Oh no, I can't do that," he said. "No one has ever contributed to a Beatles record and the other members wouldn't approve. It's my song, and I want you to play on it," I said. Harrison's rendition of the song is ultimately the greatest that he could have done. "So, he entered," Harrison remarked. "When I said, 'Eric's going to play on this one,' everyone behaved better, so it worked out well. Everyone started paying more attention as Paul performed a lovely introduction on the piano." Lennon said that Harrison had not given him enough credit in his memoir, I Me Mine, following the Beatles' breakup. Harrison claimed that this was just another example of Lennon misinterpreting him, which therefore extended to McCartney. To Graham Thompson's book, George Harrison, Behind the Locked Door, "He misread me," he stated. "One of the biggest things wrong with John and Paul was that he didn't realize how I was. We're too preoccupied with being John and Paul to notice anyone else present at the moment." Harrison was therefore relieved when the Beatles split up.